Assalamualaikum and good morning dear students. Class 10 students, we are doing with the revision of lesson number 4, carbon and its compound, and before this we have completed almost all the topics of the chapter. There are few students those who are a little bit confused about the nomenclature of the compound. Dear student, let me tell you, even if such a kind of the topics are omitted, we have to do it because one topic is related with the another. So you cannot skip out such an important topic, we have to do it. So still go throughout it, and if you have any doubts, let me know. Okay. We are starting with the important compounds, that is ethanol and ethanoic acid. As I told you before also that carbon possesses the properties because of which we have more than 300 million of the compounds. What is the need to study only 2 out of them in your class 10? As I gave you the reason, that is, it is used as the starting material for number of preparations, and that is why we are dealing with these two particular important compounds, that is ethanol and ethanoic acid. Okay. Let us begin with over here. First of all, we are going to talk about the ethanol. As we said that ethanol is a type of your alcohol, the second member of the alcohol family. Okay, if it is the second member, which will be the first member? It will be starting with one carbon and the name will be methanol. Yes, methanol is more toxic compared to the ethanol because you know if we talk about the methanol intake, even if the smaller amount of the methanol is taken by our body, we may lose our vision. Okay, it is directly going to affect our vision. Ethanol is liquid at room temperature. Melting point, boiling point is already given in the table. We call it as an alcohol. Let me tell you, a very important use of the alcohol is also done in the drugs, means in the medicines. It is not only used for the drinking purpose, but it is also used for the medicinal values. It means that alcohol like ethanol is used as a solvent. You know, as we have water as a solvent, ethanol is a solvent in which number of the chemicals are dissolved. It is also used in medicine such as tincture of iodine. Okay, tincture of iodine we have done in class 9. What is tincture of iodine? We are dissolving the iodine in the alcohol. So your iodine is your solute and your alcohol is your solvent. So we are preparing the tincture of iodine, cough syrups and many other tonics. Ethanol is completely solubilized in the water. Perhaps you don't have to verify its proportion, that how much ethanol and how much water you are taking. It is completely visible. Consumption of these small quantities of dilute ethanol causes drunkenness. Even though this practice has been condemned, still it is going on. We say that it is banned on drinking the alcohols. The people should not go for selling that. Still it is, at many places it is openly they are selling it, and this kind of the things are going on. However, intake of the small quantity of the pure ethanol is very lethal. Let me tell you, the drinks which the people are taking, it is not pure ethanol. They are combining the water, they are combining the soda and so many things, and then they are taking. It means that what they are taking is a dilute one. Okay, if somebody is taking the pure ethanol, it is very lethal for your body. It directly affects your kidney. Okay. Also, a long-term consumption of the alcohol, that is ethanol, may lead to many health problems. Okay, so this is the general properties of the ethanol. Reaction. Let me tell you, when we talk about the reaction of the ethanol, same like the acids. What are the acids doing? Acids are liberating H plus ion. Similarly, your ethanol is also liberating the H plus ion. What does it mean? It possesses a acidic characteristics. As we are able to see sodium plus ethanol, it is able to give you sodium ethoxide. When it gives sodium ethoxide, it is able to liberate the hydrogen gas. It means that it is possessing the acidic type of the character. With ethanol, the other products of the sodium ethoxide that we also produce, recall other substances producing hydrogen or reacting. That is why we say that it is behaving like the acids. What is the reaction given over there? Reaction to give the unsaturated hydrocarbon. When we take the ethanol and when we are treating it with concentrated sulfuric acid. I told you before also, I am repeating it again. Many times this question has has been asked what is the role of concentrated sulfuric acid in this reaction. Your answer should be dehydrating agent. What does dehydrating agent means? It is helping to remove the water molecule, water particle. How we are losing water? OH from one carbon and the adjacent carbon is losing hydrogen. So OH and H combining together forming the water molecule, and resultant we are obtaining the ethene, that is alkene. Right? Here it is very clearly given. Concentrated sulfuric acid can be regarded as a dehydrating agent which removes the water from the ethanol. Properties of ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid is also called acetic acid, and acetic acid 5 to 8% as acetic acid. What has been formed over there? Vinegar. Vinegar which we are using at home. Ethanoic acid is commonly called acetic acid belonging to the carboxylic groups. 5 to 8% of the solution of acetic acid in the water is called vinegar. It is also used as a preservative. The melting point, the melting point as it is 290. This one 290 means it is nearly to the zero. So in winter what happens? It starts freezing. It forms the glaciers. And I told you that this question is also very important. Why the pure acetic acid is called glacial acetic acid? So your answer is because of its melting point, that is 290 Kelvin. Because of this, it starts freezing. It forms the glaciers in the winter, and that is why pure acetic acid is called glacial acetic acid. Okay. Hence, it often freezes during the winter in the cold climates. This gives rise to its name as a glacial acetic acid. The group is of organic compound and we call it as a carboxylic acid. It is having the characteristic of the acid. However, unlike minerals like HCl, which is completely ionized, carboxylic acids are weak acid. You should always remember the acids which we are consuming. हम जो acids ले सकते हैं वो सारे के सारे acids कैसे हैं? Weak acids. The one which we cannot take, those are the strong acids. And generally organic acids are weaker acids which we can consume, and mineral acids are the strong acids. We are having a very clear example over here. HCl is your mineral acid. जितना H और जितना Cl है कंपाउंड में पूरा आयोनाइज हो जाएगा, completely ionized. जितने भी H प्रेजेंट है सारे H प्लस बन के निकल जाते हैं. We call it as a ionization, complete ionization. But if you take the one particle of your ethanoic acid, we are having 4 hydrogen. But how many hydrogens are coming out as a H plus? Only 1. 3 are still over there which are not coming out as a H plus ion. We call it as a weak ionization, and weak ionization results into weak acids which can be used for consumption. Okay, one more activity we are doing over here in order to prepare an important compound. Very important. The reaction of ethanoic acid. First reaction, esterification. What are esters? Esters are the sweet smelling compound and the formula is COOC. How we are forming that? Ethanoic acid and ethanol, when added together in the presence of acid, they are able to give you loss of water particle along with that esters. So esters are used for the preparation of perfumes. परफ्यूम्स में यूज़ करते हैं हम इसको, बहुत सारी अदर चीज़ें बनाने में यूज़ करते हैं बिकॉज इट इज़ अ स्वीट स्मेलिंग सब्सटेंस. Okay, the reverse reaction of the ester is known as saponification. What is saponification? The cleavage of this is going to give you one particle of soap. That is a long chain of hydrocarbons and the end is ionic in nature. So we say that the reverse reaction is saponification. Here you are able to see H3COONA, that is a soap molecule. Reaction with the base, again reaction with the base is going to give you sodium ethoxide plus water, carbonates and sodium hydrogen carbonates. Dear students, the reaction is same in both the cases, but you have to remember the quantity, how it is going to react over there. You are getting sodium ethoxide plus water plus carbon dioxide. We have studied after that soaps and detergent. As I told you, dear student, the outer part of this flower-like structure, आपका जो ये flower-like structure का जो बाहर का portion है, the circles are there. Those parts are known as hydrophilic. Hydrophilic, water loving. But the inside part are hydrophobic. Hydrophobia, water से डर लगना. Inside जो part है उसको water पसंद नहीं है और outside जो part है उसको water ज़्यादा पसंद है. ठीक है, but ये दोनों साथ में ही रहेंगे. This cannot be separated over here. Fine. So your long chain water phobia वाला part किसको dissolve करेगा? Oil particle, grease particle, dust particle को dissolve करेगा और बाहर वाला portion water में mix होके क्या करेगा? पूरा जो particle है उसको खींच के ले जाएगा. And this is generally called as a micelle formation. We call it as a micelle formation, and it is the mechanism of cleaning purpose. See, one picture is given over here, very beautifully given. That the blue color parts, what you are able to see, that is an oil particle. Okay, and slowly and gradually, when you are using the detergent, when you are using the soaps, what is happening? The cluster of the molecule of the soap is surrounding towards the oil particle. Slowly and gradually, the long chain will try to dissolve it, and together it is going to form the micelle. Dear student, the last topic over here is about the hard water and the soft water. कि अगर हम सोप यूज़ कर रहे हैं तो वो कुछ पर्टिकुलर जगह पर ही यूज़ कर सकते हैं. जैसे कि आपका वाटर अगर सॉफ्ट वाटर है तो ही यूज़ कर सकते हैं. अगर वाटर हार्ड हो, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू नीड टू नो व्हाट इज अ हार्ड वाटर. Hard water is the one which contains the magnesium and calcium salt. So it is not visible. Dear student, it is completely dissolved over there. पानी देखने से पता नहीं चलेगा कि वो hard water है या soft है. When you are using the soaps over there, it will not form leather. अगर वो leather produce नहीं कर रहा है, इसका मतलब वो water कैसा है? Hard water. ठीक है? It is a hard water. So instead of soaps, which are the long chain carboxylic acids of sodium and potassium, instead of that we have to use a little bit more chemical substance like ammonium and sulfates. Ammonium and sulfate आपकी स्किन के लिए बिल्कुल भी यूजफुल नहीं है. If you use the detergent on your body, your skin is going to become dry. क्या हम नहाने के लिए, बाल धोने के लिए हम डिटर्जेंट यूज करते हैं? No, we don't use detergent because in that the chemicals which are there, it is very harmful for our skin and hair. Resultant, what we are using? We are using different shampoos and different soaps over there for our body. So dear student, whenever there is a hard water, we have to use the detergent which are having the long chain hydrocarbons, including the ammonium and sulfate particles. So here we have completed the syllabus of this chapter with revision. Still, if you have any doubts, please ask in the comment section. I'll reply you for all your doubts and will be clear it very soon, as soon as possible. And dear student, exercises here over here, notes very soon in the next video. I'm going to give you the notes also, which you can write and which you can refer. Right?